We were at SHOT Show day one. The first video I was filming ran a little long, so I'm breaking it up into two parts. So this is still day one. We're gonna go check out some more stuff. So let's jump into it. I'm over here at the Smith&Wesson booth, just checking out this new Response AR style rifle. It is 9mm, compatible with all your standard AR components, but this one's a little different. It takes Smith&Wesson mags, or they have inserts that you can put in here, and it'll take Glock mags as well, which is a nice feature. If you have a bunch of Glock mags, you can still use them in a gun like this. It has a 16.5-inch barrel, very lightweight. This is kind of a budget-friendly AR-9 style gun. And this is the Smith&Wesson Performance Center 10mm. It's got the ported barrel, optics ready, all from the factory. Has a suppressor height sights. That'll be a nice addition to the lineup of Smith&Wesson 10mm. They've also got the 5.7 that they released last year. This one comes with a threaded barrel, that skinnier grip, fits in the hand really nice, optics ready, has some lightning cuts. Then they've also got this new M&P 22 Magnum. So if you're looking for a 22 Magnum caliber handgun, comes with the pick rail, optics ready, everything ready to go. Okay, we're over here at the Zev Industries booth. I got Victor. He's going to show us all the new stuff they're coming out with for 2024. Victor, what do you got?
Hey, what's up, guys? So we've had our core Elite line of rifles for a long time. We're bringing out the core Combats, kind of a lower price point, ruggedized, duty-centric version. If you're familiar with Mega Arms, we're bringing back their MML handguards. Integrates right into the snout of the billet upper. Made better for deflection, running like heavy IR lasers, stuff like that, versus our old sort of go fast, hyper light wedge lock. We're also running these 3-position Noveske switch blocks, standard, suppressed, or if you really need the gun to run, all 3 of those. And then we're also miniaturizing this MML to run on the AR-15 platform. And we've got this billet upper and handguard, upper and handguard that actually match up to a forging. So you'll have a billet top, forged bottom, so if you already have a rifle you like, you just slap a new upper on it, you're good to go. We've got some integrated ambi controls that are in the forging itself. Don't need to use them, you can if you want to. We're also now starting to support 6.5 Creedmoor. We've done 308s for a long time. With the Combat and the Elite line, we're running some longer body 6.5 Creeds. That's about it for the rifle side.
I got a couple questions.
Yeah, shoot, man.
Are all these proprietary to your guys' stuff, or can you buy these parts individually and build your own gun?
Yeah, it's SR25 guts, SR25 guts. If it fits, it fits. The only thing that's a little different from us is we use that AR-10 or SR25 slant back. So if you have like a DPMS 308 that's got the swoop, that's kind of the only thing that won't match. So the handguard's got its own barrel nut and stuff like that, but BCGs are just a normal high pressure, reduced firing pin aperture. It's like a 6.5 BCG. Everything will still fit. Yeah, same thing, AR-15s, AR-15 guts, nothing proprietary. Okay. If you hate the switch block, put a normal gas block on it, it'll still fit and still run. We try to keep it, the AR-15's like the modular gun, so we try to avoid adding proprietary stuff to it. Gotcha. Even the ambi, if you guys don't like the ambi, just take it off, it'll still run. Okay. And the ambi is bolt catch and bolt release, so we wanted to make sure we hit both. Yeah. Is a big one for us.
Okay, well let's jump over and take a look at the pistol offerings you guys got.
So this we've been showing for a hot minute. We're making a lot more progress. It's a collab between Zev and Magpul. Magpul's doing all the polymer. We're doing all the fire control, the firearm components inside. The firearm itself will be produced by Zev. We're doing an SBR version, which is what we have here, the FDC. And then we have the other one that's classified as a pistol, the FTP. And this is what everybody comes to do. Take your charging handle, press down, good to go. Mag's already in. This doubles as your charging handle. That's the FTP, man.
I might have to get one of those for the channel.
It's been in testing for a long time. We really want to make sure we get this thing right. If everything passes testing, we'd hope to get them out the end of this year, and we're targeting between like $1,200, $1,400 a piece.
That's not bad.
Nothing extra, so it's complete, ready to fire out of the box. You don't add anything like that.
Cool.
That's it. This is pretty small, but it's really important to us. All the OZ9s have a polymer grip module. So with one pin, you just punch that, pull the grip off, and now we're adding an aluminum grip module. It's all just billet aluminum, one piece, super aggressive texturing, and we've always kind of pushed towards competition use back in the old days. So it's kind of like a return to roots. We want to be like, hey, competition guys, we still got you. So we're making these for all the compacts, and then we're also going back for people that have old OZ9 standards. We're still going to support the standards. So these are coming out pretty shortly for standards, already out for compacts.
What's the weight difference between the polymer and the metal?
About 3 ounces.
3 ounces?
And a lot of it, we have tungsten rods that ride through the back. It backweights everything really nicely. So if you wanted to see the complete build and feel the difference in weight, that compared to, there we go. This is the exact same model, but in a polymer grip to compare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of difference there.
Granted, that has a red dot.
Yeah, we got light and everything. Yeah,
and everything, but you can definitely tell the difference.
It's considerable, yeah. And folks really wanted that aggressive texture. We have guys running the tactical games, getting sweaty in the sand, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I like that.
So we went really rough.
Too.
Yeah, the front strap, the back strap are really sharp. We're probably going to do a run here where we run them extra spicy or extra crispy, so we don't mill them as soft, so they're really, really dig into you.
Well,
yeah, the
are these available right now?
So the aluminum grip module, we already did a run. They sold out immediately. So we're catching up with the machine shop, and then once we're caught up, we'll either do another run or just throw them up on the website.
Gotcha.
Yep.
What is price point on something like this?
So it's $550, but that's including all the tools, all the hardware, and the tungsten weight kit, and it's just all ready to go.
Okay. So you just slap your fire control unit in it, and
yeah, you don't even need to take anything apart. We have the one pin here. Punch that out, lock that guy in. We have some extra screws with the Vibratite to really secure it down, and you're good to go. So that's the aluminum grip module.
Nice.
So you guys already saw the Hypercomp.
That's with it for a little bit.
Classically been in 19. We're releasing the Hypercomp in 17 and a 34. Competition guys have been asking for a 34 length of the Hypercomp forever, so we're finally doing it. These are probably going to be the end of this year. And then the one that's further out is we're doing the OZ9 subcompact.
That's probably going to be a hit.
Yeah, same frame system, just way smaller, slides for 43 and 48, and then we're going to do the same thing with the grip, where we have the extended grip, the shorty grip, and the aluminum grip modules.
I got you.
And then 43X mags.
Does that take the tungsten weights as well, or no?
The aluminum version, yes. The polymers, no.
Gotcha.
Same thing here. No tungsten in the polymer, tungsten in the aluminum.
Cool. I'm excited to see these things come out. Maybe I'll have to give one a whirl. I've been eyeballing them for a little while now.
Yeah. So, hey, we got sales guys. We'll hook you up.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your time, Victor.
No
Thanks
worries,
again.
man.
Hey. The Aero Precision booth. He's going to run us through the brand new, what do you even call this thing?
So that's the funny thing, we don't know yet. So this is our lever gun. It's a very, very early prototype. It looks really polished, and manufacturing, everybody did a good job, but we got it to this point. We're really excited to share it, wanted to bring it to the show. It's based on a Marlin 1895.
Okay.
So we do, we're doing everything in-house that we can. Stock here. This is our stock. We designed it. Has adjustable length of pull, cheek comb height. Has M-LOK here for any accessories you want to mount. Fore end here, you have M-LOK 369, full top rail. This is compatible. Both of these are compatible with existing Marlin firearms too. So
you can buy this furniture and throw it on
any Marlin pattern lever gun. So we're going to launch these probably sometime next year. Next SHOT Show, we'll have a more substantial update, because this is like a very, very fresh project. And to be kind of honest, wasn't expecting to have one this complete here. So we're still working some of the details out. But yeah, we're just, again, got it to this point. Really excited to share it. Wanted to get it here. They all have threaded barrels. They're going to come in different barrel lengths, so 16 and up. So if you want a full-size one, you can, or we'll have the trapper. And then our sister company, Stag Arms, has same action, but a more traditional furniture set. So be sure to go check out what they have as well.
Okay. So, a couple questions. What calibers is this coming in?
Good question. 45-70 and 30-30.
Okay. And what else was I going to ask you?
MSRP.
Yeah.
MSRP. I don't know.
Not sure on the price yet.
Yeah. Again, this is like drove this in on Friday, so
hopefully out next year.
Yep, next year is what we're targeting. Okay. Probably later next year.
Are there going to be any different calibers other than those two?
Long term, yes. We need to get this one kind of over the fence before we can start munching on those. But you can kind of expect your traditional lever gun calibers. Eventually, there'll be, contingent on this, there'll be a full suite of those.
And will these be kind of set up like the Solus bolt action, where you can piece it together and do that? Or
not at this time.
Okay.
Again, there's some of that stuff we're still kind of massaging out, but at this time right now, we kind of got this. But big target for this is a lot of guys are buying Marlins or sending them out to custom shops. Yeah. They're like $5,000 into this rifle at that point. We want to give someone pretty similar, comparable experience out of the box for a fraction of that cost, and that's what we're targeting with this. So.
Well, I'm definitely going to try one of these out when they do come out.
Yeah.
And you also have a new offering in the AR platform.
Yeah, just teleported into my hands.
Perfect.
This is our M4E1 Pro. So the M4E1 has been, a cult classic for us. It's a flagship product. Builders really love it. Something we've been getting asked for quite a while now is like, hey, when are you guys going to do this in an ambi? We've been working on it. We have it here. It's going to be launching this year. Okay. Fully ambidextrous lower. We want to make sure we did everything right. We didn't want any afterthought like Band-Aid solutions into making these ambi. So we have this same feature set as our M4E1 with the inclusions of ambi bolt release, ambi mag release, and then we have an ambi safety that will be coming with these as well. The ambi safeties will be available standalone, by themselves, and in combo packs with pre-charging handles. And yeah, it was just, again, something that's been the market's been asking for, and we're happy to provide it. Natural, yeah. So same formula as the M4E1 though. It's going to come in at a very competitive price. We're targeting about just under $300 right now for MSRP. Okay. So considering the feature set you get compared to other ambis on the market, being a forged part and everything, very excited to come in at that price point. We have our handguard here. This is the Mod 4.
I was going to say that looks a little different.
A little different, yeah. So it's a hard use handguard. We use it for minimizing deflection with IR devices. So rigidity, robustness was a big focus on this. The Atlas is a great handguard, but that was kind of a point of feedback we were getting. Users that had night vision, they're like, hey, I'd like to get a little bit less POI impact or point of impact shift out of this under load. So this is kind of our solve for that. We added M-lock and extra spaces too, so you have it on 7 sides now instead of just the 3 that the Atlas has. Full top rail steel. The QDs on these have a steel reinforced liner, so you're not going to auger these out over time. The barrel nut on these does not require timing, so for the builders at home, that's a huge lift. And then you can actually install the barrel nut with a mil-spec castle nut wrench instead of a proprietary wrench. So anyone who builds ARs is going to have that. Just attach your torque wrench. You can install one of these bad boys.
And maybe you mentioned it. When is this one going to be available?
These are going to be. We were targeting, I think, Q3 initially. We're trying to slide that back though. So we're working our way back, but it'll be this year for sure.
Okay. Perfect. Well, I'm excited to try one of those out as well.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks again for your time.
Coming by.
Yeah. So I'm here with Renko at Zastava Arms. He's going to show us all the new stuff that they're coming out with for 2024. So Renko, what do you guys got?
All right. First, thank you for coming to our booth. Glad to have you here, and hopefully your viewers will find something valuable in this video. All right. So let's start with this. This is ZPEP M70 underfolder. So we announced this last year at the SHOT Show, and we were able to bring it in at the end of the year. It's already on the market, on the shelves, all over the country. What's important to note, few details that Zastava fans still don't know about this rifle. First is that it's coming with a already machined bayonet lug. So that's a new, previously ZPEPs did not have a bayonet lug. Comes with a cleaning rod, and then it has a side rail. Side rail that's specifically designed for underfolders. So it's they had to raise it so it allows the stock to fold and still to have a scope mount. That also requires a scope mount that's low profile, and this one will be released in a few weeks.
Okay.
So this is how it's going to look, and you're going to still be able to remove the dust cover without removing the scope mount, so it stays there for maintenance.
And that one's available now.
It's available now. It's a ZPAP M70 UF, and for shipment we sold to distributors, so it's all over the country now.
What do these ones run? MSRP?
MSRP it's I believe around $1,200, just below $1,200.
Okay.
MSRP, but the pricing is usually a little bit lower.
Okay.
Then this is an M70, so 3 years in a row this is the best-selling rifle in the country. We are also the largest importer of the AKs. And this rifle is well known to the shooting community. What's new about it, so from today on, all M70s will have a bayonet lug. So this was requested by a lot of Zastava fans throughout the years. They were sending out emails, how can we have a bayonet lug? And now we design it that way that we can machine it here, and it's ready. So as you can see, this one has anniversary furniture, because recently factory celebrated 170 years in business.
Nice.
So that's a nice milestone, right?
Yeah. Now explain kind of how you guys get these imported, because you have to kind of break them down and then reassemble them here, right?
Yeah. They come fully assembled, but as sporting rifles, according to ATF, that has 16 parts. When you import the rifles, you cannot have any military features. That means it cannot have a flash hider, it cannot have a pistol grip, it cannot have a folding stock, so none of those features. It cannot have even double stack mag well.
Really?
So it counts as a single stack. So after we import it, then we have to disassemble it, strip it down to a receiver. It's important to mention that we keep all internal parts, so we don't remove the firing group, none of the parts that are installed by the factory inside the receiver, and we do not suggest replacing those, because that rifle has been tested as a unit and we guarantee that way. Okay. And then we have to widen the mag well, the CNC machine, then during assembly, according to 922R rule, we have to install 6 American parts, US-made parts.
Okay.
And then we choose to put a US-made furniture, flash hider, then we replace 2 parts in a magazine to make it compliant. So there's a lot of work required after the importation.
Yeah. Okay.
And then last here on this wall is M77. It's been on the market for a while now, but what's new this year, we're going to release a DMR package. So it's going to come in this configuration with a flash hider, scope mount, scope. We cut out the stock, so you're going to be able to put a cheek riser. So we believe that this is going to sell very well.
Yeah.
And it's chambered in 308. We have another DMR that's been on the market for 4 years, M91. That one is on the back wall there, and it's chambered in 762 by 54R.
Okay.
So we give a few different calibers.
Yeah. Okay, well, you want to go check out the other variants that you got over here?
All right, so these are Zastava AK pistols originally, and they were converted back to rifles. The way we do it is pin and weld barrel extension to get 16 inches.
Okay.
And then once you do that, then we can have a stock. So this is the 5.56 version, and if anyone out there owns one, any Zastava AK in 5.56, they will know that there is almost no recoil.
Really?
Like if you look at the videos, like the rifle does not even move. Especially in this configuration, when you have a vertical grip and a pistol grip, and you rest on the shoulder, it's very stable, and you'll be really surprised, almost no recoil. And we have a few different finishes here. We have a side folding stock and FDE Cerakote.
Same thing, other than that one has kind of an AR style butt stock?
Yes.
Okay. And are these ones available now?
Yeah, these are available right now.
Do you sell any versions that somebody could SBR without the extension?
Yeah, we sell them in a base form as AK pistols. We still offer that. Has been on the market, and but after the ban of arm bases, a lot of people wanted options, and then we gave them at least a couple here.
A couple different options.
Yeah. So this is Zastava RPK, ZPEP M72. M72 is very well known RPK for Zastava fans. It was used in the Yugoslav People's Army for decades. It's based on a Zastava M70 platform. It has the same receiver. So all our receivers are actually RPK receivers. 1.5 millimeter receiver with a trunnion, and then M72 has the heavier barrel with the cooling fins and the bipod.
Okay.
And we are looking to bring this this year. It's still in the process for permits, and we are also looking for the options for furniture, but we are hoping to release it this year.
So there may be options for different furniture. You may have different variations.
Yeah, we always start with this battle-worn look, but because this is original look. So this is what you're gonna see on a lot of videos back in the day, even on the front lines. If you have any war footage, this rifle, this RPK, has been battle tested.
I'm sure there's a lot of people looking for those. That'd be nice. Cool, Renko, I appreciate your time.
All right,
again.
thank you.
We're over here at the Walther booth checking out the new PDP full size. It's the SF match version. It is a full size grip. It is metal frame. It looks like it has interchangeable grip panels. This one's got blue on it. Comes with the slide cuts, so you have a little bit of lightning in there. Not as heavy. Comes with a full pick rail. This thing feels a lot heavier than the polymer version. It also has that dynamic performance trigger in it that I have in my gun at home that you guys have seen before. So this one's the blue version. I'm not sure if that's going to be offered or if they all just come the black version like this one. They are all optics ready. They still got some work to do on those factory sights. They're just the plastic sights. Hopefully in the future they upgrade those. But they do come with a mag well, and they got an 18 round capacity. So I'm here with Everett at Kimber booth. He's going to show us the brand new gun they just came out with, the KDS-9.
You bet. Thanks for coming out there, Brian. So the KDS-9C made its debut in July of last year, but the two most requested things that consumers were looking for were an ambidextrous safety and a light-mounted rail. And what we've done at SHOT Show is we debuted the KDS-9C rail model just based on what our consumers were looking for.
Nice. So is this backstrap, is that pinned?
It is not. It's not pinned. It's just part of the frame. So the only safety is the thumb safety. It also features an external extractor, so different from your traditional 1911s, a fully fluted and crowned 4-inch barrel, as well as an 18+1 capacity for our magazines. And for those who are looking for a fully lefty, you can reverse our magazine release as well.
That's a nice option to have. So what are we looking at price-wise for one of these?
You bet. So street price on these is going to be around $1,750. The traditional KDS-9C is more around $1,300.
13, and are these out now, or when will they start shipping?
These ship next week.
Next week. That's a nice option. It comes to 9mm is what it is, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you said 18 rounds.
Absolutely.
The optic plates as well, or is that something you have to buy aftermarket?
You have to buy the optic plates at aftermarket. They are available for the Trijicon RMR family, so RCRs, SROs, and RMR HDs, as well as Holosun Ks and Vortex Venoms.
Are you guys going to make this in a larger version as well? Or
that is now that we've done this, that's been the #1 request, is a 5-inch model with even more capacity. So we're definitely looking at it for next season.
Okay, another question, not related to this one that I have for you, is with the Mako. You guys just released a new tactical style Mako. Are you guys working with the aftermarket at all as far as accessories and things for that? Because I know I personally have a Mako that it's kind of hard to find different things for that.
You bet. So the great part about the Mako Tactical is that it has a rail availability as well, so you can get a Surefire XSC or even a Streamlight TLR7 sub, and it is compatible with Holosun K optics as well, and it features a 15-round capacity.
Okay. Well, Everett, I appreciate your time.
Thanks for coming out, Brian.
Yep.
Enjoy the show.
Thanks. So I'm here in Shield Arms with Brandon. He's going to walk us through kind of some new stuff that they got going on for 2024. So Brandon, what do you guys got?
So last year we showed our grip chop service for the 43X 48. This is finally ready to go. So what this allows you to do is turn your 43X into a a 10-round gun. For those that want a smaller package, maybe you live in a place where, you know, concealed carry is a thing and you don't want to print, this is an option. So the grip chop service turns it into this form factor, comes with a mag well, and then that allows you to run 10-round flush. You can then run a +2, giving you 12 + 1. You can also still run your S15 magazines. Turns it back into a 43X. And then from there, we have a bunch of options. You can go with a 17, you can go with a 20-round magazine, and then we also new for this year is a +10 round, so this gives you 25 rounds.
So does this come with a new spring and everything internally?
Yep, so all these come with springs, and all of these work in the standard 43X as well as a 48. So if you want to turn your 48 into a 25 + 1, you have that option. We then made a version of our SA9, folding 9mm, this is a SBR, but pistols.
Yeah.
And what this allows you to do is run all of these magazines in a carbine.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So 25 rounds, all the way down to little 10-rounders.
So is this stuff all available right now?
So the grip chop service is going live on Friday.
Okay.
The rest of this stuff is all Q1. So obviously the 10-round mags will be available because grip chop, right? This is Q1, the +10s are Q1, everything else is out. Yeah, so all of the stuff you see here is either available now or in Q1.
Okay. What else you got for us? You mentioned something over here.
Okay, so on the Glock 43 side of things, for those of you that don't remember, Glock 43, 6 + 1 from the factory.
Yep.
What we did last year, 2 years ago, was we came out with a Z9 magazine. So this gives you 9, but it sticks out a little bit.
Yeah.
Customers said, hey, that's great, but we want something a little bit more flush fitting. So we listened, we came out with the Z8. So this gives you that flush fit configuration. And then we also made a magwell. To my knowledge, I don't think there's any of these out there. We figured out how to make a magwell for this. And again, this stuff all comes Q1. The Z9, we've had the +1s out, so this gives you 10 rounds. But then new for this year, we have a +3, giving you 12 rounds.
Do these also come with extra springs?
They do.
Nice.
Yep.
So you don't have any feeding issues or anything like that? Because I know some of the stuff that I have already, you know, you buy the extension, but it just uses the factory spring, and then sometimes you have feeding issues or the slide won't lock open or anything like that.
Yep. So all of our magazines, whether it's an extension or if it's a pre-configured magazine, they all come with a properly sized spring.
Perfect.
And there's a chart that we have that shows you, so if you want to mix and match, either on our S ecosystem or the Z ecosystem, so you know how many coils are supposed to be on that spring.
Perfect.
For your configuration.
Yeah, personally I have quite a few shield mags. My wife has a 43X, I also have a 43X, and it's the only way to go. I think it's changed the game in the 43. You know what I mean? I don't understand why they didn't come out with that in the beginning, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, we hear that a lot.
So we're over here checking out the soft goods that they're just coming out with. This is something new to you guys.
Yes.
So yeah, show us what you got.
Sure. So this is our Mountain Partisan line. We are launching at SHOT Show. This is available on the website right now. 2 systems of configurable chest rigs. You can see that this one is sort of your standard system where you can throw in 5.56, 308 AK mags, and then accessorize it. This is our split rig system that splits in the front that allows you to configure both sides. So these are available now. You can either get them in sort of the mix and match, do your own thing, or they're available in pre-configured systems like you see here.
So what's the price point on this stuff, and when is it going to be available?
So all of this is available now at mountainpartisan.com. The pre-configured systems are around $325 depending on options, and then these are just mix and match. You can buy just the base, the straps, the inserts, the pouches, configure it your way. It's sort of like Burger King.
As you go.
Yeah, it's Burger King, but with Molly.
I gotcha. Awesome. Well, Brandon, thanks for the time, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming out.
It's the end of SHOT Show Day 1. We found a lot of cool stuff. We're going to be back at it tomorrow.